Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, my lovely students.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I am good. Thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. Before we start our lesson today, let's say basmalah together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay. So today we will discuss about narrative text. We will discuss about the definition of narrative text, and then kind of narrative text, the structure of narrative text, dan ciri-ciri dari narrative text ini. Kemudian nanti kita akan mengidentifikasi contoh dari narrative text ini. Okay. Sebelumnya di sini sudah ada yang tahu belum narrative text itu apa? Mungkin ada yang tahu contohnya, contoh dari narrative text, mungkin pernah membaca sebelum kita melaksanakan pembelajaran ini. Mungkin ada yang sudah pernah membaca atau tahu contoh dari narrative text ini. Ada yang bisa menjawab? Ya, silakan.
Dongeng?
Dongeng bisa. Terus apa lagi? Mbak Indri? Mbak Fauzia? Belum tahu. Oke. Naratif text ini misalnya kita contohnya ya dongeng tadi, seperti misalnya ada legenda, misalnya legenda Tangkuban Perahu, terus ada Timun Mas, Kancil Mencuri Timun, itu termasuk juga naratif text. Jadi sebenarnya udah ada yang tahu belum pengertian dari naratif text ini?
Sebuah teks yang menceritakan suatu rangkaian cerita yang saling terhubung.
Okay, good. Jadi narrative text is a type of text that tell a chronologically connected series of events. Jadi narrative text ini adalah salah satu jenis teks yang menceritakan suatu rangkaian peristiwa, yaitu secara kronologis yang saling terhubung. Nah, biasanya cerita dari naratif text ini bersifat imajinatif atau hanya berupa cerita karangan si pembuat dengan tujuan untuk menghibur atau to amuse the reader atau to entertain the reader. Jadi naratif text ini juga bisa berupa fakta-fakta sejarah, tapi nanti juga dibumbui dengan imajinasi dari si pembuat cerita. Seperti itu ya. Nah, kemudian ciri-ciri dari naratif teks ini ada beberapa ya. Yang pertama, menceritakan kisah di masa lalu. Misalnya pada zaman dahulu kala hiduplah seorang putri misalnya ya. Kemudian lebih merupakan cerita rakyat. Jadi kita bisa menganalisis dari naratif teks ini, biasanya tuh salah satunya tuh ciri-cirinya itu menceritakan tentang suatu cerita yang berkembang di masyarakat. Kemudian ada menceritakan ini ya, dia juga menceritakan setting waktu, tempat, dan suasana itu ada masalah juga, tapi nanti juga ada penyelesaian atau resolution. Nanti kita bahas lebih lanjut ketika kita sudah memasuki dari analisis dari general structure of narrative text. Jadi generic structure of narrative text ini ada 4, teman-teman. Yang pertama ada orientation, kemudian ada complication, resolution, dan reorientation. Itu ya. Kemudian dari generic structure ini yang pertama ada orientation. Orientation ini merupakan pengenalan cerita. Di situ biasanya ada pengenalan karakter, tempat, dan waktu terjadinya peristiwa itu dan sebagainya. Kemudian ada complication. Nanti di situ ada problem dari tokoh-tokoh yang berada dalam cerita itu. Kemudian ada resolution. Kemudian bagian ini menunjukkan ketika tokoh utama itu berusaha menyelesaikan masalahnya. dan itu nanti salah satunya akan menjadi bagian dari akhir cerita. Kemudian ada reorientation, itu nanti endingnya itu akan seperti apa, dari penyelesaian masalahnya itu seperti apa gitu ya. Kemudian di situ ada contoh ya, ada contoh beberapa dari naratif teks. Mungkin bisa disebutkan salah satu. Ada apa aja? Ada fairy tale atau dongeng tadi yang sudah disebutkan Mbak Sita tadi. Kemudian ada apa Mbak Fauzia?
Ada fiksi ilmiah.
Ada science fiction. Kemudian ada apa lagi? Ada fable, ada horror, ada iya, ada romance juga ya teman-teman. Kemudian ada history. Jadi yang pertama ada fairy tale atau dongeng. Dan fairy tale atau dongeng ini biasanya cerita anak-anak, tapi dia berisi banyak keajaiban pada tokoh-tokoh dalam ceritanya, dan dia itu juga mengandung sebuah pesan moral. Jadi selain kayak dari tokoh-tokohnya itu bisa misalnya bisa kayak peri-peri gitu, itu bisa masuknya dongeng juga. Jadi tapi dia juga mengandung pesan moral. Kemudian ada science fiction, itu membahas tentang pengaruh sains dan teknologi, tapi itu juga diimajinasikan terhadap masyarakat. Jadi mungkin nanti kayak animasi gitu, tapi juga menyangkut sama perkembangan sains atau teknologi. Kemudian ada myth and legend, ada mitos dan legenda. Pasti udah gak asing lagi ya sama ini mitos. Mitos ini sesuatu yang banyak beredar di masyarakat, dan umumnya masyarakat itu percaya bahwa mitos itu tuh merupakan suatu cerita yang faktual. Nah, kemudian juga ada horor, menceritakan kejadian-kejadian mistis di suatu tempat, gitu ya. Kemudian ada fable, ini menceritakan tentang binatang-binatang gitu, tapi binatang ini bisa berbicara, bisa melakukan aktivitas layaknya manusia. Jadi tokoh-tokoh utamanya di sini binatang ya. Kemudian ada history, menceritakan tentang fakta atau suatu kejadian, tapi itu mengandung nilai sejarah gitu. Kemudian ada di situ juga ada contoh dari narrative text, ada A Hungry Crocodile. A Hungry Crocodile artinya apa? Ada yang tahu?
Buaya yang lapar.
Buaya yang lapar. Oke, teman-teman di sini juga kayak buayanya ini enggak? Kan hari ini masih puasa.
Oh tidak, masih pagi.
Oke. Di situ kita bisa lihat ya teman-teman, ada analisis dari cerita ini. Mungkin salah satu bisa membaca teksnya. Mbak kita mungkin bisa membacakan terlebih dahulu biar disimak sama teman-teman.
English?
Yeah, in English please.
Orientation. One day, there was a hungry crocodile watching a prey near the lake in the jungle. That crocodile hid under
The
surface of the lake for a long time, but there was not yet any prey approaching. That's like to drink. That crocodile was so cruel and thus it had no friend, and the other animals had it so much.
Then in the afternoon.
At the afternoon, the crocodile could not stay any longer to the lake. It finally walked to the ground, but that day was unlucky day for the crocodile. After getting at the bank of the lake, suddenly there was a big branch of the tree falling upon its neck.
Okay.
The crocodile
Could
not move at all, not long after the falling branch. Finally, there was a buffalo coming to the lake to drink.
Okay. Start. Next, Mbak Fauzia, bisa dibaca selanjutnya, paragraf selanjutnya.
The buffalo saw the crocodile, and the buffalo was afraid and would leave that lake soon. But the crocodile asked it suddenly to help. The buffalo felt sad about it and decided to hurt the crocodile. But after helping the crocodile, the buffalo did something
Unexpected. The
Crocodile
crocodile
hit the buffalo's leg
and the buffalo shortly asking her for any other
animal near it. Until that was
at the way to go to the lake,
heard
heard
the buffalo voice.
the buffalo's
The
voice.
buffalo's voice.
Until
Until ran quickly to see what
had happened to the buffalo. Then, near
near the lake. Until
near the lake,
near the lake.
until
Until
saw
saw the buffalo and
and
the
the
crocodile.
crocodile.
Until asked
What happened?
happened, and the buffalo answered, "The crocodile hit my leg after
After
I helped to remove the big grass from its neck." The crocodile also said, "I am hungry, and you are
now my
my
territory. Therefore,
therefore
I bid you poor.
buffalo." The crocodile laughed at the buffalo.
Oke, Mbak Indri selanjutnya.
Kancil said to buffalo,
Kancil said to buffalo, it is impossible
you had
How?
the crocodile.
you had helped
You had helped the crocodile.
you had helped
You had
helped
helped
help
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 to the crocodile.
thus
Thus,
the crocodile
the crocodile
had
had
the
the
right
right to hit you. The buffalo said, "I am
not
not
telling a lie
unlike
I
I
can
can provide it.
I can prove
I can
it
prove it.
I can prove it.
I can prove it."
Kancil said,
Kancil said, I
believe
believe
that
that crocodile
is
is
right, but
Good,
then
you
you
can
try to prove
your
try to prove your
your telling. Good,
but
but
first
first
crocodile must release your head.
head. Okay.
Crocodile said that
Crocodile said, "Okay,
It
it
is
is
easy,
easy,
but
but after that I will eat the buffalo." Kancil said, "Okay,
till
till
then the buffalo laid
that the buffalo
laid
let
the
the
big
pig
branch
rest
at the
and the
corner
farmer
position
position
open
open the crocodile.
open the crocodile.
Open the crocodile's neck. After that,
Suddenly Kancil said,
let's
run
run, buffalo,
let's run. realized
had realized that it
had been fooled
fooled by Kancil. The crocodile was still trapped there
still trapped there,
and there was
no one
helped
helped
it.
it. Oke, thank you. Jadi di sini ceritanya tentang hungry crocodile, yaitu buaya yang lapar. Bagian orientationnya tadi menceritakan bagaimana? Jadi menceritakan pada suatu hari ada buaya yang lapar, kemudian menunggu mangsa di dekat danau dalam hutan ya. Kemudian sampai pengenalannya di situ. Buaya ini jahat, sangat jahat. Jadi semua hewan membencinya. Kemudian bagian komplikasi di sini muncul masalah. Masalahnya apa? Ketika buaya ini berada dalam air, kemudian tiba-tiba dia tertimpa branch, batang pohon ya teman-teman ya. Kemudian datanglah kerbau yang ingin menolong, tapi malah si buaya ini ingin memakan si kerbau dengan menggigit kaki dari kerbau ini. Kemudian kancil datang, komplikasinya belum sampai situ. Kancil datang, kemudian menolong si kerbau ini. Kemudian resolusinya karena tadi si kancil ini berinisiatif ya di bagian communication, berinisiatif buat menyingkirkan atau istilahnya membalikan keadaan dari yang tadi buayanya jadi ditimpa pohon lagi. Kemudian di resolution ini akhirnya si kancil ini menyuruh si kerbau untuk lari. Kemudian akhirnya si buaya ini tetap terjebak dan tidak ada satupun yang menolong. Jadi bagiannya ada pengenalan, ada komunikasi atau dari problemnya tadi ada masalah, kemudian ada penyelesaian. Nah, oke, next. Di situ udah ada 10 soal ya. Ada 10 soal. Yang pertama itu ada 10 soal multiple choice, terus yang kedua ada 10 soal essay. Jadi mungkin teman-teman bisa dibaca dulu dan diselesaikan. Tapi nanti kita akan bahas. Kemudian jangan lupa untuk tugas yang ada di psikologi kemarin yang belum mengumpulkan tugasnya yang ada di psikologi, silahkan dikerjakan. Kemudian nanti konfirmasi ke saya. Nanti juga akan ada tugas lanjutan, tapi nanti akan saya infokan lagi. Oke? Untuk selanjutnya nih silahkan dikerjakan. Saya beri waktu maybe about 50 minutes, so you can start it from now. Oke? Silahkan dikerjakan. Finish? Sudah selesai? Sudah. Oke, let's discuss this question. Dibaca ya dari bacaannya juga. Oke, let's start from number 1. Dari Mbak Fauzia mungkin bisa.
A woman and the world. A long time ago, very few people lived in the new territories.
Louder please. Mas kayaknya dibaca nggak apa-apa.
There were only a few villages. If the people want to go from one village
To another, they often had to pass
through wild
and
and
unsafe
unsafe forests. One day, a farmer's young wife went to the next village to visit her own mother and brother.
She brought
along her baby
baby
son.
son.
When it was time for her to leave, her brother said, "It is getting dark. Let my son Achtim go away to talk the forest." So Achtim led the way, and the young woman followed behind, carrying
to avoid the danger
that a him hit against a stone and fell down.
and fell down. At once,
At once
the wolves
caught
him.
him.
Then
The young woman cried to the wolf, "Please eat my own son, soon it is instead." Then she put her baby son on the ground in front of the wolf and poked her neck to death. Everyone understood that this was because the woman was very good and kind. She
fine.
and kind. She had
She had offered
offered her
her
own
own
son's life to
to
save her
nephew.
nephew.
They
They ran
back to the
to the
house.
house and called for help. All men in the village
Fetch
picked
sticks and
sticks
went
and went
back
back with her into the forest. When they
But
got
there
there,
they
they
saw
saw
something very
very
strange.
strange. Instead
Of
of eating the woman's
baby,
the
wolf
wolf
were
were playing with him.
oke. Nomor 1
What separated
between
between one village to another a long time ago in the new territories.
jawabannya
See,
C. Oke. Di situ ada di paragraf berapa? Paragraf pertama ya. They often had yang ada di ini loh. Di kalimat terakhir, they often had to pass through wild and unsafe forests. Jadi jawabannya C. Number 2, Mbak Indri.
Words of them.
Ya. Jawabannya
The young woman
Sana. Oke. Jadi itu ada di paragraf pertama. Paragraf berapa buktinya? Paragraf kedua. Ada di situ ada kalimat it's getting dark. Let my son Aktim go with you through the forest. Jadi Aktim ini anak dari kakak perempuan tersebut. Kemudian nomor 3, Sita.
who walked in front when they were in the forest. Answer A.
Ada di paragraf berapa jawabannya?
Wait.
Ada di paragraf berapa teman-teman?
Paragraf 3.
Paragraf ke-3 yang ada kalimatnya Aktim led the way and the young woman follow behind. Okay, number 4. Nomor 4 nggak kemudian?
How could the wolf catch Aktim?
The answer
B.
B. He was stumbled by a stone. Okay, number 5.
The woman hid her son to the wolf because
And the answer
B.
B. Okay, number 6.
What if the ranger stayed for jawabannya after the weapon
Okay.
to defeat the wolf?
A. Number 7.
All men in the village
Almond.
Almond in the village. Fats, thick, more. Fats, has
Similar meaning to. Jawabannya C. Okay, number 8.
From the passage,
We learn.
from the
Passage.
we
We learn that the villages were. Okay, C. Nomor 9.
The brother let her soon go with his own as she left home because jawabannya acting will be a guardian for them.
Okay, and last number 10.
What is the purpose of the writer writing the story about? B. To entertain the readers of the story.
Oke, jawabannya B ya. Seperti yang saya jelaskan tadi, to entertain the readers of the story. Jadi menghibur pembaca. Kemudian yang bagian B yang esai. Mbak Indri mungkin bisa dibaca The Rabbit and the Turtle.
Aku aja Bu.
Oke, boleh Mbak Sita.
Okay. The rabbit and the turtle. One day, a rabbit was posting about how fast a could run. He was looking at the turtle for being so slow. Much to the rabbit's surprise, the turtle challenged him to a race. The rabbit thought this was a good joke and accepted the challenge. The fox was to be the umpire of the race. As the race began, the rabbit race was way ahead of the turtle, just like everyone thought. So the rabbit got to the halfway point and could not see the turtle anywhere. He was not tired and decided to stop and take a short nap. Even if the turtle patched him, he would be able to race to the finish line ahead of him. All this time, the turtle kept walking step by step. He never quit, no matter how not or tired he got. He just kept going. However, the rabbit slept longer than he had thought and woke up. He could not see the turtle anywhere. He went at full speed to the finish line but found the turtle there waiting for him.
Oke, terus jawabannya nomor 1. Kan?
What is of the text above?
The answer is to narrative text. Jadi what kind of the text above? Narrative text. Number 2. Mbak Indri.
What is the purpose of the text above? To amuse or the entertain the reader with a story.
Oke, good. Jadi tujuan dari teks di atas adalah to amuse or to entertain the reader with a story. Kemudian nomor 3. Let's read.
He was boasting the rabbit.
Oke, boasting artinya apa? Pembohong atau pembual. Tapi di sini boasting ini juga bisa diartikan sebagai yang kalah ya, yang kalah dari perlombaan ini. Number 4.
Who could run fast the rabbit?
Who could run
fast
the rabbit? Number 5.
We want to challenge the rabbit to a race.
The turtle.
Turtle.
Okay. Number 6. Fauzia?
What happened at the start of the race? The rabbit ran ahead.
Okay. Number 7. Bailey.
What happened at the
What happened?
What happened at the halfway
Point.
point? The rabbit stopped to take a nap.
Okay. Okay, number 8.
What did the turtle do? He kept walking step by step.
Okay, nomor 9.
Who won the race? The turtle.
Oke, kura-kura ya yang menang ya. Kemudian nomor 10.
What lesson do we learn from this story? 2 seconds
To succeed,
we
We must-
keep
we
going.
must
We must
keep going.
keep going and no quit.
Oke, jadi moral value dari cerita ini, ketika kita menginginkan kesuksesan, kita harus tetap berusaha dan tidak menyerah. Mungkin ada yang tahu lagi apa dari moral value dari cerita ini, atau pelajaran yang bisa kita ambil dari bacaan ini? Ada yang tahu? Bukan jangan tidur saat perlombaan ya. Ada yang tahu? Bang Fauzia mungkin? In Indonesia? Tahu apa? Ini ceritanya, jadi ceritanya tentang ini ya, kura-kura sama kelinci balapan lari. Udah tahu kan story-nya, tahu ceritanya?
Ya, tahu.
I think enough our meeting for this day. But I will remind you all your assignment at Schoology. Jadi jangan lupa dikerjakan tugasnya di Schoology. Nanti saya juga akan memberikan tugas tambahan mengenai materi ini. Bukan tugas sih, tapi latihan soal lagi biar kalian lebih paham. Jadi nanti silakan dikerjakan sebelum deadline. Okay, I think enough our class for this afternoon. Let's say Alhamdulillah together. Thank you for your nice attention, my lovely students. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi